In 1973, Arthur Jones, the inventor of the Nautilus exercise equipment, conducted an experiment that changed the world of bodybuilding forever. The experiment was called the Colorado Experiment, and it would produce one of the most remarkable transformations in the history of the sport. Jones believed that traditional methods of prolonged weightlifting were inefficient, and he proposed a new approach called high-intensity training, also called HIT. HIT involves lifting heavier weights for shorter periods of time, pushing the muscles to the point of failure in a single set. Jones believed that this approach would maximize muscle growth and strength gains. Arthur Jones once said that he wanted to prove that with the right training and the right equipment, anyone could achieve incredible gains in muscle mass and strength, even in a very short amount of time. To achieve this goal, Jones recruited two test subjects, Casey Viator, a 19-year-old bodybuilder, and Arthur's own son, Gary Jones, who founded Hammer Strength in 1989. He was Casey's workout partner during this experiment. Viator had already made a name for himself in the bodybuilding world, having won the 1971 Mr. America title at just 18 years old. But Jones wanted to see what he could do with his revolutionary Nautilus equipment. For 28 days, Viator trained under the guidance of Jones, using only Nautilus equipment and following a strict diet. The results were nothing short of astounding. At the end of the experiment, Viator had gained an incredible 63 pounds of muscle, going from 166 pounds to 229 pounds in just 4 weeks. He had also increased his strength by an average of 116% across 7 different exercises. The results were so impressive that they were met with skepticism and even disbelief from many in the bodybuilding community. But the fact remains that the Colorado experiment proved that with the right training and equipment, incredible gains in muscle mass and strength are possible in a short amount of time. However, it's important to note that the Colorado experiment was not without controversy. Viator's extreme gains were made possible by a combination of factors, including his youth, genetics, and the use of performance-enhancing drugs. In early January of 1973, Viator was involved in a serious accident involving a wire extrusion machine, and lost most of the little finger on his right hand. Then, he almost died from an allergic reaction to an anti-tetanus injection. As a result, from January through April of 1973, Viator did no training. In fact, most of the time he was depressed and he had little appetite. His muscles atrophied, and he lost 33.63 pounds, with 18.75 of the pounds being attributed to the near-fatal injection. Some, perhaps most, of Viator's success from the Colorado experiment was that he was rebuilding muscle that he had already built 2 years earlier. In fact, Viator failed a drug test during the experiment, which has led many to question the validity of the results. Additionally, the experiment was not replicated under controlled conditions, making it difficult to draw definitive conclusions from the results. Despite these limitations, the Colorado experiment remains a fascinating case study in the potential of high-intensity training and the importance of proper nutrition and recovery. Today, many bodybuilders continue to use Nautilus equipment and high-intensity training methods, citing the Colorado experiment as proof of their effectiveness. And while it may never be fully understood or replicated, the Colorado experiment will always be remembered as a landmark moment in the history of bodybuilding. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. And as always, keep lifting. Most of you know Arnold Schwarzenegger, but only few of you know this uncrowned king of bodybuilding. He will be subject of our next video. If you know him, comment his name.